I thought I'd let you see what I was up to at the moment. I've just bought this Roberts. It's a 3-band preset. It was actually an RP28, but for some reason this particular model doesn't actually say what it is. It's written in the battery compartment. Anyway, issue is totally dead. I've had to go through it. I've traced some voltages, and on the board here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this or not. It's not particularly easy to see. Let's just zoom in a bit. Let's see if I can get you in. Where are we about? Yeah, not sure if can you see that. Just about, I think. It's my phone going off again. So this little component down here, I see 3 on the circuit board. It's a voltage regulator. Now I'm just in the process of putting this new one in actually. So I've got it poked through, ready for soldering. But I say very cheap part. I'm hoping this will do the trick. Now I put this on my component tester, and it just tests as a Zener diode between 2 of the legs. It doesn't show as a voltage regulator at all, so it's definitely shot. Just show you that on the let's turn that on. So I say it's coming up as a Zener diode. Hopefully you can see that. A reverse voltage 5.12, forward voltage 0.9. So as a Zener diode it seems to be working, but if I now put the replacement, well, one of them, because I did buy a few of these. Let's earth myself out. I tend to find a part on these modern radios that goes wrong. It's worth getting a few. I think I bought 10 of these. I'll say they're something like 16 pence each. So let's hook this one up now. This is obviously a brand new one. Let's connect him up. Test that one. There we go. Voltage regulator. Red is out, green is in, blue is the ground. There's only 3 pins these. 5 volts out, which is right for these. IQ VDR, that really doesn't mean a lot to me, to be honest. But obviously that is reading as it should do, a voltage regulator. So that bit is definitely wrong. So I'm just going to get busy and solder that one in, and then we'll give it a try. Let's put a little bit of water on my sponge. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of flux on this, helps it flow a bit easier. Turn the heat down a bit on this one. I think it is fairly heat sensitive. Reading the data sheet on it. Let's see if that's enough to melt the solder. Yes, it is. Hoping you can see what I'm doing there. There we go. That's all soldered in. So I've got a little test speaker here, a little 8-ohm that I've just hot wired up for a minute. hopefully the speaker works. Purple lead is the positive on the speaker. Let's get the power plugged back in. Again, I've just got this hooked up to my power supply with a flying lead. Let's get that way. Apologies for the camera angle, I might just move that back up in a second. Right, I'm just going to hook up temporary FM aerial, and let me check the power's right. It is 369 volt, this one. Yeah, negative center pin. Nope, still nothing. So I expect what's happened again is it's been reverse polaritied. Which has probably blown the radio chip, the TA8117, again. So there we are. I'm going to investigate a bit further. Just going to check the voltages through that voltage regulator now, make sure that's working. So hopefully you can see the display on my little multimeter. So I've got one lead connected to the center pin, which is the earth. So this voltage regulator, you put 9 in and you get 5 out. So there's our 9, or 8.89, and there's our 5. Just make sure we've got the right voltage off of my bench supply. Slightly low, let's just pop him up a little bit. There we go, 9 volts. So we should now have 9 there. And 5 there. So that is now working. Let's see, that's feeding power into the IC. So I expect what's happened is someone has reverse polarityed it again and zapped the IC. The only thing I'm thinking possibly as well is the audio IC. Just pop that off a minute. Get all this stuff out of the way. Let me just show you where the audio IC is. I just thought I'd connect the original speaker up to make sure it wasn't my spare speaker playing up. Just pop that power lead out. So, audio IC is this one here. If you can see that, let's get you in a little bit closer. Where are we? Are we in focus? Yeah, you should be able to see that. It's an A1186N. Now, when I'm pushing the power button, I'm not getting any pop or anything in the speaker, which might indicate that the audio chip is not functioning. But the other main chip here is this one. That's a Toshiba T8117N. So I've got some of these, but I haven't got one of those. So I might try changing this one a minute, see what happens. Unfortunately, I've done a bit of a glue job on that one as well, which is a pain in the neck. I don't know if you can see it down there. They've blobbed a load of glue down in here. I don't know what that's supposed to achieve. I suppose it's to stop components moving around. I had a job to solder this capacitor. This is a new capacitor because the other one was slightly low, so I popped a new 1000 microfarad in there. I'm going to swap that one out for a smaller one in a bit anyway. It's the only one I had at the time, but I've got some more in stock now, so I'm going to pop that one out and put a Rubicon in there. So yeah, I can either wait for the postman and see if he brings me some audio chips and try that one first, or I can go straight in on that one. I think I'll try the audio chip first if the postman brings it today. If he doesn't, then I will just swap that one out and see. But again, there's no service information available for this set. Roberts are a bit tight with service information for their newer sets. All the older ones, it's available. Okay, welcome back. As you can hear, my desoldering tool is making a racket as usual. Just getting back onto this board. I've just been testing some of the transistors in circuit. Apologies for the noise, let's just turn that off for a second. There's a couple transistors in here, and I believe they're both, yeah, 2SC3330s. Now, in my last video on the R701 Roberts, Q2 I believe was gone because again it had been reverse polaritied. I've just tested both of these in circuit. Q1 is testing as a bipolar junction transistor, which is fine. It's showing a good HFE. This one, however, which is Q2 on the circuit, is saying it's a voltage regulator for some reason. It's obviously not. I have got some of these which I got in from Japan, so I'm going to pop this one out with my desoldering tool, and then I'm going to pop it on the meter. I say it's in circuit, so I might just be picking up something from somewhere else, so I'm just going to pop that one out in a minute, if I can find which one it is. So, I think there's this little copper screening, which is a pain in the neck on these. I got another one, this was flopping about inside it, another old Roberts Romano, but that one needs to go back to Roberts really because the display has gone. There's not a lot I can do about that. Let's just stick this back out of the way a minute. Just a little bit of insulation tape. I don't want to damage it because it's obviously doing its job shielding something there. So let's stick that back up out of the way. Okay, so I think we're here. So let's give this a quick go. You can see that. Just gonna there we go. Looks like I've just desoldered one of the resistors as well. So say one of the good things about these boards is the components are actually all marked on the board, which is very useful. So you don't really need to worry about whether they're right way around or not. So let's pop that one out. Let's pop it on my peak tester here. Let's get that in shot for you. So if this one shows okay now, obviously I'll pop it back in again because I say they are difficult to get these. So yeah, it's fine out of circuit. Shown as a bipolar junction transistor, HFE of 410, which is about right for these. They got pretty good gain, these ones. Oh well, that one's going back in. Yeah, it was worth a try. I've got a couple more over here to test yet, so you never know. Let's pop it back in while I still remember where it goes. Let's put the soldering iron temperature up a little bit. Don't have to go mad on these. Just going to tack one in and then I'll pop it over. Resistor that I desoldered accidentally. Let's have a quick look at that under the magnifier. Perfect. There we go. Okay, I'm going to continue to have a look around at this and check out some of these other transistors. Well, this is the Roberts RP28 I've been playing with. So, things I've done. First of all, I had this strange, just get that hooked out of a minute. I had this strange component which I've not seen before. I thought it was a transistor, but it was marked VC1 on the board down here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Marked VC1 on the board. It's a varactor. So I thought it was a transistor originally, so it was doing weird things on my my analyzer. So I thought, well, it's obviously something wrong. But luckily, the guys on one of the forums put me straight on that. I pulled the one of the other transistors that wasn't reading right in circuit, but when I pulled it out, it was fine. The voltage regulator in the back there had gone. There was no output. I had 9 volts in, nothing out. Should be 9 in, 5 out. So replaced that one, still didn't work. One of the capacitors had bulging on the top, so I've replaced that one as a matter of course. Although it was reading a bit low, but not a problem. The main thing I've done is replaced this Toshiba radio chip TA8117N. Ow, cool, sharp. Stuck there with some horrible glue as well, so it's a pig to get off the board. So you can see it's a bit bitter and twisted where I've had to yank it out. I did desolder it all properly, and I just had to pick all this glue off with the little screwdriver before I could get it out. Anyway, that one was shot. So what I would assume has happened again is someone has reverse polarity'd it, which is very common with these Roberts sets, because unfortunately Roberts in their wisdom decided they would make their sets negative center pin. Most power supplies you see are positive center pins. So this is the second one now with that chip gone. So I'm 2 chips down now, and these radios aren't really overly valuable, so that for somebody that's sending it back to the manufacturers for a repair would probably be cost more than the value of the set. Anyway, I'm going to power it up now. Let's see. It's definitely working.
Ramps, followed with bouts of wind.
Cancel all that, please. I can take care of it. Don't let diarrhea and discomfort take over your life. Imodium Plus Comfort not only relieves diarrhea, but also soothes bloating, wind and cramps, helping to get your body back to its natural rhythm. Imodium Plus Comfort tablets contain loperamide and simethicone. Always read the label.
Show-stopping performances, intimate recitals, and cathedral concerts to stir the senses. The Cheltenham Music Festival
I've
is
just
back.
quickly preset some of these.
Set in the heart of the Cotswolds, it's your chance to hear
You've just
some
got
of the
like
greatest music from
You've just got a little key that goes in these hexagon slots, and that allows you to just tune each one to a different frequency. So I've just done that. quickly just to make sure they all worked.
A centenary celebration on Classic FM.
As you can hear, it's got a good tone to it. Tone and volume.
The Swiss composer Franck Martin wrote a concerto for Yehudi. Martin was a devout Catholic, and he found his inspiration in the great cathedral of
really is coming into us via the uploader too, but it's been an absolute pleasure to share Hayden Wright in session for the last 20 minutes or so. A lot of things that I learned about that man in that session tonight, in that 20 minutes, that I didn't know about him, and I'm sure if his mum is looking down and listening to what she's just heard over the last 20 minutes, she's going to be extremely proud.
Think of the emotion that he experienced.
Medium wave and long wave's got the usual noise. There is stations there, but I'll have to turn everything off to hear it. Yeah, shocking. So the radio itself, as I say, still a little bit grubby. I've got to clean it all up yet. Someone stuck a little button on there. I suppose it might have been somebody that was blind that was just feeling for the power supply. So I've got to clean all this up, but that's the main bit of it done. Electrical's all finished, so there we are. I shall pop it all back in the case now, and when I get round to it I'll give it a good clean up and probably keep hold of this one. The only thing that I've got an issue with is the handle. I don't know if I showed that in an earlier video, but you should have a nice shiny end cap on there like this, but unfortunately that one is long gone. So if anybody's got one of those that they want to donate, that would be great. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it.